there are many common statements you will hear from your clients as a stylist. Now, I have nothing to wear is one of them. Now, since I've been styling my clients for the past 15 years, I will give you my best answer to why your clients keep saying, I have nothing to wear. Hi, my name is Basia and I already helped many stylists in my program for aspiring stylists. Now, if you want to become a stylist, schedule a free discovery call and I will link the application in the description below. Also, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell to get notified when I post a new video, which is every Monday. Now, in this video, we will talk about why clients keep saying I have nothing to wear. So let's get started. Reason number one, they outgrown their wardrobe. So that's the most common reason why your client will say that. So now imagine that your client is a 30-year-old successful woman who got married, has kids, but her closet is full of clothes that she wore when she was like 20 years old, partying and like going out on dates, etc. Right? So now your client mature, but got a new job, has a new life, but her wardrobe stayed the same. So she has plenty of like bandage dresses or like baggy jeans, and her wardrobe does not reflect her life and her new job. So what you should do is to completely replace her wardrobe. Now, keep in mind that you don't want to throw away everything she owns simply because your client needs clothes to wear in the meantime, right? But then she might not be really ready to say goodbye to her old wardrobe. So what you want to do is to do a closet detox. So now throw away all the clothes that she doesn't wear. It doesn't fit properly, but also it's old or like it doesn't really fit her lifestyle anymore. Now, if you don't know how to properly do a closet clean out, check out this video and I will link it in the description below. Now, the most important part is that you have to really listen to your client, understand why she needs to upgrade her wardrobe, what type of looks she needs, and what is her current style. That way, you will be able to like really help her and upgrade her old wardrobe. Reason number two, they have no basics. Now imagine a closet full of random pieces like skirts, jackets, sweaters, ponchos, florals, prints, knits, and all the wardrobe is in like rainbow color. Like, I mean, you can't put a decent look if there are no basics. So what are considered the basics? Well, we're talking about like solid colored tees, white and black button downs, camisoles in solid colors, tank tops. So your client needs basics in order to start creating a look around it. Now, if your client just have like random clothes in their closet and it's super all over the place, I'm not surprised that they, keep saying I have nothing to wear. So first of all, what you want to do is to establish really what type of basics they would like to add to their closet. T-shirts, silk camisole, tank tops. Many of your clients won't wear t-shirts, so you want to give them opportunities to and options also to have a decent amount of basics and simple looks in their closet that is in their style. So they should have basics in white, black, nude, either tees, tank tops, or some kind of camisoles. It doesn't really matter as long as it's in solid colors and it fits their silhouette well. And then you can start adding prints, colors, textures, and start building a wearable wardrobe. Reason number three, they keep buying the same clothes. So this is so common, and it comes from the fact that your clients really don't know how to upgrade their wardrobe and keep going to the same type of style. So some of them heard from like their friends or maybe like a family member that they look great in, let's say, like a yellow color in like red polka dots. So they keep buying it over and over. When it comes to putting an outfit together, they are completely lost and far away from like having a decent and cohesive wardrobe because their closet is full of the same look. So when there's a time for them to, let's say, like dress to go to work or like meeting friends for a drink, they stare at the closet, right? And they're seeing the same old yellow colors and the polka dot looks, and they, that's why they say I have nothing to wear. So this is where you come in, and your job is to really educate your client on why they have to move on from their old shopping habits and why they have to stop buying the same type of looks. Now, First of all you have to really introduce them to new silhouettes that will fit their body. Then introduce the looks that will fit different lifestyle activities, whether they take a dog for a walk, or go to a work, or meet friends for drinks. Then the concept is to really create new looks and educate your client on how to look for a new upgraded wardrobe. Teach them to stay away from the same wardrobe they have been purchasing, and show them how to create looks that will serve different activities in their lifestyle. Reason number 4, they buy trendy clothes, not classics. Now, the biggest problem is that lots of your clients will follow advice of like influencers, fashion magazines, bloggers who will suggest newest trends. Now, most of your clients won't know how to style them, and so they keep buying what is on trends while they wear it like maybe once or maybe twice, and then they will look at the wardrobe and they will say, I have nothing to wear. So the key is for them to really understand that trends comes and goes, and as much, I have really nothing against trends, but if your client doesn't have any classic pieces inside the wardrobe, they will have nothing to wear. So what are considered classics? Well, that would be like white button down, classic straight black and navy jeans, be like leather jacket, black classic dress, trench coat, perfectly fitted blazer, like maybe basic cardigans, right? So now think how many looks you can put together for your client if they only have like classic pieces in their closet. A lot, right? Now, on the flip side, when they only have trendy clothes inside their closet, then obviously it will be way more difficult to put decent outfit together. So again, your job is to educate your client on why they should invest in classic pieces and be very careful when it comes to trends. Reason number 5, clothes don't fit their lifestyle. So this is the most common mistakes every client is making. They buy clothes that don't really fit their lifestyle. So let me give you an example. So let's say that you got a client who's a working mom of 2. She works in a corporate job. She likes to go out on a date with her husband. She goes for yoga, let's say like 3 times a week, and spends weekend with her kids at the park. Now, when you look at her closet, she has a lot of activewear, tons of t-shirts, jeans, and some maybe dresses that don't really fit her anymore. So obviously her wardrobe does not reflect her lifestyle. So that's a first step for you. You have to establish what your client is doing throughout the week, what is their lifestyle, and based on that you have to design their wardrobe. So if your client is working in an office, she needs an appropriate wardrobe to wear to work, and wardrobe that will reflect really the dress code and guidance of her current job. Now, she also spends, let's say, like a weekend with her kids, so she needs a decent casual wardrobe as well. Now, wearing lots of active wear, like yoga pants and like yoga tops, is not really considered casuals, right? So now the key is to really establish what are your clients' activities, and then based on that, you can create and plan their wardrobe, keeping in mind their lifestyle. Reason number 6, they don't know how to style their wardrobe now. So imagine your client has a decent wardrobe with plenty of classic pieces and some great investment pieces as well, but they keep saying I have nothing to wear, and the reason for it is that they have no clue how to put looks together. Now, lots of your clients won't have a fashion gift like you have, and they will have no clue how to create a decent look. Now, lots of them will believe that they have to match their bag color to their shoes. They cannot mix gold with silver, and they think like wearing jeans with high heels, it's like breaking a law, like literally, okay? So a lot of them will follow some advice from bloggers, from blogs, magazines, but in reality, they will be still really confused if those rules apply to them. So now your job is to introduce them to a new way of styling their clothes. So actually, you should teach them how to break the common misconception about fashion. The easiest way would be if you can put looks together and photograph it. That way, your client won't forget which top they should style with which pants, and like which skirt we should style with which sweater. So you can photograph all the looks put together, and then you can either create a mood board for them either in like Canva or in Keynote. In that way, your client will have a reference, so they won't be really confused exactly what to wear and how to style it. So now you know why your clients keep saying I have nothing to wear. Now, if you want to learn more, make sure to grab my free cheat sheet guide with tons of resources for aspiring stylists. I'm going to link it in the description below. Also, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell to get notified when I post a new video, which is every Monday. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you next week.